Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be looking at this lovely new style by Rene of Paris. Her name is Clara and the color is Caramel Biscotti. I can't wait to get a good look at all the details for this lovely style. First, I wanted to thank Shirley's Wig Shop for sending Clara to me so that I could review her for you. And also to remind you that Shirley has a private Facebook group called Shirley's Wig Shop, Hair's Looking at You Kid. It's a wonderful group. We just exchange ideas and information or just show off our beautiful styles, and we invite you to join us there. Also, I wanted to ask, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. So as you can see, Clara here is just a lovely shorter or mid-length wavy style. Feels very light on the head and comfortable. These are synthetic, not heat-friendly synthetic fibers. And you have this just beautiful wave pattern all around. And you have a bit of a fringe. You have some shorter pieces here. And of course you could cut shorter bangs or kind of just style them swept to the side like this. And I will absolutely want to play with this style a little bit. I saw a beautiful photo, a model wearing this style in a different color that just looked so flattering around the face. And I want to see if I can achieve that with this particular style. But just really lovely loose wave pattern. What we have is an extended lace front, just barely. I actually measured it and I measured 6 inches for the lace front. So that is pretty much the cutoff for an extended lace front, and it runs from here to here. So I love extended lace fronts. Now this is a different kind of lace, and we will talk more about that when I look at the cap construction. I don't believe I have tried this kind of lace before. It is, if you can see here, it's a little bit on top of my hair right here on the edge. The lace itself is actually a little thicker, I believe, than what I'm used to, and it is a beige color. So we will talk all about this type of lace later on, but I think the lace front itself looks quite natural. You have, knotting that if you look really closely, you could see a knot here or there, but I think it's delicate, not overly dense, and very natural looking, at least on my skin tone. And then we have a left mono part or lace part. And right now we still have that zigzag parting. I haven't styled this wig at all yet. We will do that together. So I think we'll be able to achieve some nice scalp appearance in that area when we change the part. But let me go ahead and show you this style from all sides right out of the box. Here she is from the right and the back. And the left. All right, so next, let's go ahead and we will change this part line, and I will want to steam it in place and also probably steam the fibers away from the face a little bit on a blockhead to give it a little lift in the front here. That's just what I like to do. I don't think it's necessary because of this fringe actually just leaning forward. I think that works. If you wanted to wear it just like this as a fringe, then you wouldn't even need to do that steaming. And I think it's not falling in my face too much. So I'm not doing it because it's a face flopper, but more because I want to achieve a different style. I want to have a little lift here and then have the fringe more kind of curved outward to the side like that. That's what I'm going for. We'll see if we can accomplish that. But let's go ahead and we'll do that next. So I have my rat tail comb. This is what I like to use to change that part line and remove the zigzag parting. And because I do like this left hand part, and of course it's a left mono part or left lace part, that's where we need to keep it within that area. I will try to just run the rat tail comb down the center of that zigzag.
I ended up parting it slightly to the right of the zigzag.
I see quite a bit of scalp appearance already, and that could be due to the fact that that lace is kind of a beige color. But I'll probably still put a little scar tape under there. I think I am seeing some dark bio hair peek through there, and I like to have as much scalp appearance as possible because I think it adds to the realism. But that I think will work. I'm going to clip these fibers back so that it stays that way when I remove her and put her on the blockhead. And I will go ahead and do that next, and we will start steaming. So she's on the blockhead, and I did play around with that part just a little bit more, and I love it now. I think this is a lovely natural looking scalp appearance on this side part. And next we will do some steaming, but I did want to just briefly show you while she's on the blockhead here. I think I wasn't able or just didn't mention all the lovely layers that this style has. That is part of what is keeping it so light, I think, and such a pretty curl pattern with just lovely layering throughout. It definitely feels like a low density style, I would say. So, all right, we're ready to do some steaming. I have my handheld clothes steamer here. This is the eye steamer that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll leave that in my description box. I also have a full video on my channel all about how I like to steam style my synthetic wigs, and I will link that below in case you'd like to watch the whole video. So first, we will go ahead and steam this new part line in place so it doesn't just revert back to the old part. And then I will steam the fibers away from the face on the blockhead just to add a little lift in the front and on the side there. Let's go ahead, we'll get started.
When you're steaming, be sure to direct the steam at the fibers, not at the delicate lace. Keep your steamer moving. Don't leave it in any one place for more than 3 seconds.
All right, that should do it. Now we're going to let these fibers cool completely so that this new style can set. And then I'll put her back on my head and we'll see if we like the results. So she's back on my head now, and the fibers are nice and cool to the touch. Let's go ahead and see if we like how this turned out. All right, I think I do love this. I will play around with it a little bit more. The fibers are just slightly damp still, but look at that new parting space. I think that looks very natural. I do have some silicone scar tape under there now. And as you can see, we achieved a little bit of lift in the front and on the sides here. And then you can just kind of side sweep the fringe. I think that is a cute look and just an adorable little bouncy wavy style. And I absolutely love it. So next we will go ahead and we will look at the cap construction. First, I want to talk about this lace material. As I mentioned earlier, I don't believe I've ever tried a style with this kind of lace before. And so I did a little bit of research because I wanted to know what kind of lace is this? If we look at Divina, for example, another new release by Rene of Paris, you can see this is Divina, this is Clara. The lace is very different. And so I am not an expert in wig making, certainly, and so I am not certain exactly what kind of lace this is and what this would be called. When I did a little bit of research, the 5 types of lace that I kept coming across were Swiss lace, French lace, HD lace, there's transparent lace, crystal lace. I had to peek at my notes. So different kinds of lace. And so maybe someone watching this can tell us in the comments exactly what kind of lace this is. But for now, I just wanted to show you the 2 side by side so you can compare, and then also let you know what I see. So first, on this style, this lace appears, as I said, beige in color instead of clear or just slightly tinted. This is absolutely a beige type of lace, and so I don't think this would work very well on darker skin tones without using makeup or some way to disguise the fact that this is such a light beige color. Then another difference I see is that this lace is very soft. It kind of bends very easily. And another difference I see is that, and maybe the camera will pick this up, the grid on this lace is not as delicate. It's a slightly larger grid, meaning, each of the openings in the lace is slightly larger than it would be on the standard lace that I'm familiar with. Maybe you can even see that there side by side. And so just be aware that is different. And this is all one piece. So whatever lace is being used in the front here is also used in the parting space. And on me, as I said, and we'll get another look at it when we go outside as well and do the styling, this lace works. I have a fairly light skin tone, and with my head size, the lace is laying properly. But I just want you to be aware that this is a different type of lace than you might be familiar with. And perhaps that also has to do with the fact that this is such an affordable style. So let's go ahead and look at all of the details though. So again, we have this left lace part. And I measured, this is 6 inches. So I would call this an extended lace front. You can see it comes, I don't know, just a little bit down on the ear tabs on both sides. And I love extended lace fronts because wherever you have that, you can style the wig away from the face and still have that appearance of hair growth all along the lace. Then we have soft ear tabs with metal stays, an extended nape for a bit of extra coverage, and Velcro style adjusters. Now I have a 22-inch circumference head and I left these adjusters right where they were. This cap fits me very comfortably. And of course, the open wefting on the sides and in the back create a nice and stretchy cap. I did check the style for permatease and did find a small amount of permatease, but really it's minimal and well done and just helps maintain this lovely shape and hide some wefts, of course. But overall, a very light density style with a beautiful cap construction. So let's look at some styling options. First, I wanted to mention that I did use a little bit of John Renault's Peace Out Creme. This is a wig styling paste here in the front, just to help with creating a little bit of hold where we created that lift in the front. I just find that's an easy way, and this washes out so easily to create some hold. It's not too stiff, but the fibers do stay in place just a little bit more with that. So wanted to let you know that I used that. Let's go ahead and see about the ear tuck. You can easily do an ear tuck. As I said, low density, not at all too bulky. We can do maybe a full tuck on the other side and create kind of that asymmetrical look. That's cute. Then whenever I have shorter, fibers or a long fringe, and sometimes throughout the day, I just like to use a tiny little claw clip. And you can just give those fibers a little twist and then fasten that clip, and those fibers will really stay out of your face throughout the day. It's a cute look and is also easily removed again. Then I always like to show you the headband because this allows me also to show you exactly what kind of coverage I'm getting. All right, I think that is a cute look, and you can just kind of display those curls around the perimeter a little bit. I love wearing styles in a headband. And again, let's look at that extended lace front that runs from here to here on me. I have a little bit of bio hair showing under there, but I think that looks natural, and you have delicate knotting, not too dense of a hairline, really a nice lace front, and the parting space here. You can see, and actually I don't have any silicone scar tape under there right now. So I think the beige lace is actually helping create a little bit of scalp appearance that looks natural, at least for my skin tone. It works well. In terms of coverage, let me see, I'm going to run my fingers along the edge there. This is the bottom of the ear tab on both sides. A little bit of my dark bio hair is showing, and that is always the case. I have a low hairline and a 22-inch head circumference. All my measurements are listed in the description box down below in case you'd like to compare them to your own. But really a nice amount of coverage, I would say, for this little style, and a cute option. Next, let's look at a little low ponytail, and with a style like this, I think a clip works particularly well, so you can display the curls a little bit because it's just really barely long enough to wear it pulled back like that, in my opinion, at least for my circumference. And my bio hair is tucked under for this, so I'm going to just smooth the fibers back and then fasten that clip. All right, and then I'm just spreading the fibers out a little bit to display those waves. And you can see, of course, these side pieces want to come out, and you can just give that a little twist and have that pretty little curl displayed there. And on this side, I think I would just tuck it or pin it back if necessary. All right, hopefully that looks good. Let's get a quick look at that from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. So really a nice amount of versatility for this cute little style. Next, let's go outside and we'll get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. So Caramel Biscotti, I love that name. This is just a beautiful darker blonde. And first, why don't I read you the description from the Rene of Paris website for this color. It's described as a beautiful mid to dark blonde hair color with delicate caramel blonde highlights. You can see those throughout. Seamlessly blended throughout, creating a warm and inviting look. So absolutely, I think this is a lovely bronze shade. And it does, to me, it reads warm or neutral leaning warm, not cool, certainly. There is no extreme highlighting. You can, here and there, you'll see a little bit of the caramel blonde, but overall, I think it's blended really well. And then one thing that the description doesn't cover is that the tips, you can see, are slightly lighter than the surface, on top where the part is. Let me see if I can pull some tips up and compare for you. You can see. So it's a very subtle change, but it does slightly gradually change in color towards the tips. But we'll do a spin so that you can see that from all sides. Let's go ahead and look at the lace front. Again, we have that delicate lace front. I'm not sure, I'm not seeing a lot of concentrated lighter fibers in the front, but this is a fairly light color anyway. So to me, this lace front looks natural with delicate knotting and not too dense of a hairline. And then we have that parting space, and you could certainly create even more scalp appearance if you wanted to by using some powder or some scar tape under there. So let's get a quick look at her from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back. And then focus on the ends here versus the top. You can see that gradual change in color. And the left. So I think this is just a lovely, very natural, warmer blonde shade, and I think it really suits this little wavy style extremely well. So next, we'll go inside and we'll go over final thoughts. Clara, or Clara, however you want to pronounce it, is just an adorable little wavy style, mid-length, hits at about the shoulders, and just has this beautiful loose wave pattern and these layers throughout. Definitely a light density style and feels very comfortable and light on the head. I love the longer fringe pieces here. They swoop to the side, or of course you could also trim them and create a bang if that's what you were interested in. And I think with this length, you also have quite a bit of styling versatility. And as we saw, we were able to create a really cute little low ponytail with a clip. And I just love that. The features on this style are also lovely, in my opinion. At least they work for me. We have that extended lace front from about here to here, which I'm a big fan of. And then beautiful knotting, delicate knotting, not too high of a density here in the front. So that creates a very natural looking hairline there. As we discussed, this lace is a little bit unusual. I haven't tried this kind of a lace before, and it is beige in color. So if that's not your skin tone, you will need to work on blending this with your skin if you're showing any of the front hairline at all. And then we have that parting space, that left lace part. I think that also looks natural, and you could accentuate that more if you wanted to with some powder. So lovely features. These fibers are the traditional synthetic fibers, not heat-friendly synthetic fibers. So they require a little bit less maintenance than the heat-friendly ones do. And I think at this length, you won't experience too much friction against your clothing. So that really creates a durable kind of a style that should last a while. Absolutely a wonderful option. And I can't believe the price point. So amazing. This color, the Caramel Biscotti, new to me, but I absolutely love it. And even though I'm a natural brunette, I feel very comfortable in this kind of a darker blonde. I think it just looks very natural with the caramel highlights in there, blended so beautifully. And then these slightly lighter tips, I think that just adds a little bit of interest to the color and is just a gorgeous, warmer, dark blonde shade. So I love the style, I love the color. I wanted to remind you that you can purchase Clara here from Shirley's Wig Shop, and I will leave a direct link in my description box down below. Also, I wanted to thank you for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.